Good afternoon, SRP families. Miss Neal here, coming at you from my office. We've just completed our parent meeting, and unfortunately, our Zoom recording that we were attempting to do had technical difficulties. So I do want to bring this information to you now here, so that the trickle effect doesn't happen. As I told the families who were here, and because this is going on the internet, I won't be as specific, but my family has been struggling for a while here, my personal family, and we have had to make some really tough decisions. And in the process of thinking through what those decisions might be, my husband is a veteran. He a veteran. He has a degree, but for some reason he could not find employment here in Atlanta for almost about a year. And because of that, he started driving trucks. And as you know, truck drivers are not home. As you also know, Langston, our son, is 3. And that feeling of watching my husband leave one day and come back 5 days later from both myself and Langston has been really traumatizing and not something that we want to do. And so I started kind of looking around, seeing what was out there, thinking about, what kind of life do I want for my family? And in doing that, an opportunity just literally fell in my lap to run an English program in Vietnam. I have lived in Korea before and taught English, and so I wasn't expecting the turnover to be as quick or for this to like I said, we started looking in December, just kind of thinking about what next year might look like. And at the conclusion of the interview process, although they told me initially a July start time, they then said, we'd actually like you to come earlier so that you can train under the person who's currently in the role. So unfortunately, I will have to leave SRP. I won't be returning after spring break. What I reiterated and want families to know more than anything is that this is really not about SRP. I love SRP. If you interacted with me at all, you know I love the kids, I love the staff, I love this place. But the Neal family, not the SRP family, the Neal family needs me to do something different for our life. So I did take the job. I did take this opportunity. It's very hard to leave. I want to really thank my SRP family for understanding. I never intended to leave in the middle of the year. I never intended to leave. I just wanted to see what was out there. And I did not expect such an amazing opportunity to fall into my lap. They're going to pay for my son's school. They're going to pay for my apartment. They've paid for the flights. It's one of those things you can't refuse. So I hope you will understand the decision that I made for my family and that it should not reflect negatively on SRP in any way. If anything, being so gracious about me leaving and understanding, I really want to thank Miss Kamani for that, because as my boss, hearing that I need to leave and do this thing, it would have been easy to make me feel guilty about that or, to say, well, what about us? And she never did. She literally just said, if that's what's best for you and your family, I completely understand. You're young and you should do what you need to do for your family. And that, because I'm such a rule follower and I never want to disappoint people, that gave me really what I needed to be able to do this amazing thing I need to do for us. The other part of the meeting revolved around talking about what the new leadership model will look like. What we've realized is that the leadership team of myself and Kara was not working. We've looked at your emails. We've thought about our gaps. We've thought about how we have not lived up to what SRP is supposed to represent. And we've met about those things consistently over the past few months. And we've reached out to our teacher leaders and given them positions where we can separate the duties so that we can all do so they can all do their duties better to the best of their ability. Miss Kamani is going to send out tonight the PowerPoint that illustrates where we are and the changes that we are making. We're really excited about it. The parents who left today gave us a lot of feedback that we're also really excited about. And I have scheduled another meeting in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, well, it won't be a Wednesday because they have pickleball on Wednesday. So it won't be a Wednesday, but 2 weeks from now, we will be having another meeting to talk more about the feedback that was given and to answer more questions. So if you couldn't be there today, please plan to be there in 2 weeks for that. I want to thank you, all of the parents, all of the students. I truly, truly love SRP, and I want to answer any questions that you have at any time. So please find me, ask your questions. Some people were saying that I was gonna be roped to a chair because I wasn't going anywhere. So if that's what you want to tell me too, that's okay. But I thank you in advance for understanding, and I thank you in advance for knowing that this decision should not reflect on SRP. It's just about the Neal family. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.